Good morning, Will. How are you? Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Facebook. Hello, everybody. Wherever you're watching from. Um, had a lot going on. Still have a lot going on, but I wanted to do a collective moon energy read. We just went through the moon eclipse, so I wanted to do a reading for the collective good intention people, for the people that have good intention um, and that are doing the right thing that is required to do for them. So anyways, that is the collective. And so that's what I'm doing today. I pulled a couple of messages already, but I'm going to go from that as well. But we're going to start with the angels as always. The angels, I always call the angels in to help to do the reading. Because without help from the Most High, from God, our Creator, Jesus, Yahuwah, and the angels, like without their help, you can't really do things. Like, and then if you guys just wanted me as my own personal, like I can't be as strong as the angels can be for me. So like I can't speak as nice about people as the angels help me speak about people. That's what I'm trying to say. So I need to keep my angels close right now. That's all I'm going to say. Hey, Will, you helping Mama? That's good. That's a good son helping his mama. So the first card is Life Review. And before I'm going to do that, I'm going to let you guys know my dog is not well, and she's not getting better. She's almost getting worse. She's been like this for like a couple days, and her eating and drinking was still well and all that, but now today she didn't want to go outside this morning, and then it was rain and ice and all that, but she didn't want to go out there. But I think she has to go to the bathroom, maybe, I don't know, but she doesn't want to go in the house, and she's not eating her food. It's like sitting there on her bed, and she's never had like food laying on her bed without eating it. And so I cut up a carrot and gave her a piece of carrot, and she ate that for me. So I don't know. And I got to get her into the doctors, and I just need help. And I tried to do a fundraiser last night. It didn't even get around. Like nobody even cared. So I ended up getting into my lower energy and calling some people out. And I don't regret it because it needed to be said. And I've been holding back that for a long time. And it was just excuses. But anyways, right now I'm doing readings to get her to the doctors. I need $150 for her to get checked out to see what's actually wrong with her. And she was on she was on pain medication before, because she gained a lot of weight in the whole story. A lot of you guys already know the story. She gained a lot of weight, and then I didn't notice it soon enough, and then she ended up hurting herself, like going down, and couldn't walk for a bit, and then now she was walking. She's still walking, but she's in pain, and so now we're going backwards again. Like that, I feel like going backwards because I've been needing to go take her to the vet, but I can't afford it. Like my rent's $1,000, I get $1,400 a month. My insurance is like $200. I get $200 to do anything with, like, food. I got to get dog food, cat food, and cat litter, and I did that. That was $100. So I have no extra money to take her to the vet, and so I want to make money through reading sessions, helping people that are going through stuff. And they can help Shelby. Well, I helped them. And has not worked out yet. So anyways, I just wanted to let you guys know a little bit about why I called out some people last night on my last video. And I've been holding back. I've been here for 8 years, okay? People bitch about like, oh, I've been 3 years, I deserve this, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I've been here for 8. How about me? You know? And I help so many people that can't afford a reading. I help so many people of those. And for the people that can afford readings, they just want to come in when it's fun. You know, they want to come over here when it's fun. And then when it's not fun, like right now, they don't come around. So I called them out for it last night, and I'm done with that group. So-called group. It ain't my group. It's their own clique. And you know, and there's a couple of people that kept watching me. Well, you know what? They didn't go back and say, hey, she's live and she's doing this. They only went back and complained when I called them out for it, for being a flying monkey for people. I can tell when people are there for me or they're just there for someone else to watch me. So if you wanna like, you know, say all kinds of things about it, that's like putting my intuition down. So that's like saying that my intuition is wrong and my guidance, what my angels are telling me, is wrong. No, they tell me the truth because I'm about the truth. Anyways, life reveal. Archangel Jeremiah. Take inventory of your life, surmount to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. Prioritize. My priorities right now are with her. That's it. It's the only thing that they can be with. Archangel Metatron. Focus on your higher priorities and I will help you get organized and motivated. And this is for the high vibing people, okay? For the high vibing collective, you know, the good, you know, the ones that I understand, that I don't have to explain what they're doing is wrong or what they're, you know, how they're acting is wrong. Like those people, the people that I don't have to explain to like a little child. Courage. Have Archangel Ariel, be courageous and stand up for what you believe in. Career transcension. Archangel Samuel, your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. So clear your space. Clear your space. Archangel Jovial. Get rid of clutter. Use feng shui. Get rid of negative energy. And have compassion. And prosperity will come in. So it's all about teaching and learning. Archangel Zadical. You can ask Archangel Zadical to help you understand. And then you can teach to others once you understand. Compassion, Archangel Zadical. Have compassion. Soften your heart with the respect of everyone involved. Arguments and conflicts will be resolved. So clear your space. Everything is leading to a higher priorities. Hey, Patty. Yeah, all is well. With me. I mean, mentally and spiritually, no. But I'm still here and I'm still taking care of myself, and just my dog is not well. So when energy around you is not well and you're a healer, it hurts me. So it hurts me until she's better. It'll hurt me. So trust in the universe. Trust in the universe. So it's also Aquarius energy. So trust in the universe. The first quarter moon in Aquarius, which is about community, you know, supporting each other, helping each other out of like tough situations. New moon in Virgo. Trust that all is well. You have learned enough that you need to know to go forward here. The Virgo energy is about, going within, going deep within, and then trusting the universe, trusting God, the Most High. And here we have the first quarter moon in Cancer, which is push through your insecurities. Yeah, that's the thing about this collective. Like, we're here helping people, and if people just shrub us off because there's something more fun to do than listen to heal themselves to become their higher self and their best self. And that's why I'm here for, because I can help you heal your Aries energy. I can help you heal your aggression. I can help you heal your Mars energy, the masculine energy. I can help you heal that because I have Chiron in my healing planet is in Aries. Chiron is the healing planet. So how much more clearly do I need to say that to people? I can help. So the reason that the universe sends me to people that are broken, have addictions, have codependencies, and all these things, have insecurities, is because I have that gift to help people come out of that. But if people don't come out of it, it's going to drag me down. Do you understand? If I have to grab people by the friggin' horns and pull them, or trigger them to set them off, to make somebody move, do something, push through your insecurities about your emotions, just like I am, and reflect on, everything. If people don't reflect on what they said wrong or what their part of their wrong, that's their ego. And if you can't see, I can see my part that I did wrong. Yeah, maybe I was a little harsh on some people. Maybe I was. But that was necessary, because if I stay quiet, nothing's going to change. It's going to keep doing that. People are going to keep doing that. I don't like it. They don't want to heal. They can distance themselves from me and my channel, so I don't have to tap into their energy. Period. No hard feelings. Just, if you're going to do something and you say you want to help, then don't play me. Don't pretend. Just to stagnate me. And if you don't understand that if I keep coming there when everybody's in their lower energy, I can't help you get out of it. Because I'll just become as toxic as you guys are. So reflecting is a big thing. I've been reflecting. I did want to go in last night. I was very tempted to go in, but that was the test. I couldn't shut my mouth until today, until I thought about it. I slept on it, and now I can talk about it. I wasn't gonna go into chat while my adrenaline was like peaking, when my masculine energy was on the surface. You can't fix anything with two wrongs. If I go in there and complain about whatever, then nothing can change, because people are in their ego. When people are in their ego, you can't help them. So anyways, so reflect on your priorities, what's important to you. And I was doing it. I'm reflecting on what's more important to me. You can hear her breathing heavy, and that's what I'm stressed. I'm stressed. I don't want to watch my dog die. So I can't just react to people having their little feelers hurt because I speak the truth. Don't be like that then. Full moon Aquarius, be real. Take less and feel more. Right? So I'm going to pull some more cards. We have Aquarius energy, double Aquarius energy here, which is a community. And we have Cancer energy, which is about your insecurities and working through those and trusting that all is well and that you have you have the knowledge and the wisdom to help. And thank you guys for the likes. I appreciate the 7 likes and 11 watching. Thank you. Trust the universe. Trust the universe. All right. Okay, step out of your comfort zone. So that's what I did as well. if the collective that is healing people, if they're not stepping out of their comfort zone, our comfort zone is feeling good, feeling emotionally well, okay? And it's emotionally uncomfortable to go to places like that, like where people are in totally different energy. It's very uncomfortable, but it's asking us to do it anyway. You know, it's asking to step out of your comfort zone and North Node and, follow your highest destiny. Don't get out of your positive energy, but just, trust that you'll be safe in those energies and they're not going to affect you as much as you feel. Don't let pride get in your way. That's the ego. Pride is the ego. What is this that makes us feel uncomfortable and that we need to step into? I know, Katie. So the things that we need to release, we need to talk about it. How can you release things unless you talk about it? How can you release those negative feelings if you don't? If I didn't say what I said last night, then I would have been thinking about it all night and wondering what everybody's manifesting against me, right? But since I spoke up about it, I'm not afraid, because I was being honest. I wasn't lying about people. I wasn't being ruthless about people. I just told them to F off and F you. That hurts so bad. That hurts so bad. Being called out. That's the ego. Don't let your ego and pride get in your way. So, a time to give rather than to take. What you've learned. Yeah, and that's what I'm doing is I'm, as a collective healer here, I share what I've learned. And what I'm experiencing from people is not something I want to go back to because I've been there, done that. All right. And it's no fun for me to drag people to their spirit. Your spirit is you're not your ego. Okay. A lot of people think that, that's your Mars energy. That's Aries energy when you're feeling like, go, like, a time for healing and believe in the impossible. So trust the universe. The universe will do the work, will do the heavy lifting, will help people to understand, learn about, do their own soul searching. I can't soul search for people. I don't know why people are, being avoidant and just doing things that are easy instead of doing things that's best for you. I don't know why people are not doing things that are best for them. Instead, they're doing things that are just easy and makes them forget about the things for a minute. I don't know why, but it's time to heal right now, and believe in something that you thought was impossible. Trust that all is well. Trust that you've learned enough as well. So when the moon is feeling very far away, you have to trust that. You have to heal in that time. When you're feeling like, things are impossible to do, that's the time to heal. When things feel impossible, that's the time to heal. And then believe and just keep on believing in your positive energy. How can we push through our insecurities and our emotions? We just went through an eclipse retrograde. It of course affects people. But when it affects your emotion, you need to talk about it so that you can release it. It's called purging your feelings. And if you don't purge your feelings, they keep on seeping and they keep rotting inside of you. So a lot of feelings that I let out, they've been rotting inside of me for a year now. And then there's things that before that, right? So I need to let out what was rotting me, what was rotting my spirit. So hold your vision. Fixed moon. So hold your vision. So push through your insecurities and hold your vision. Don't give up on what your vision was about it. What you saw before you started. Keep that vision. And if you're a healer, then don't give up. All right. So reflecting on your priorities. How will this help us? How will this guide us as a collective? You and your loved ones are safe. When you're feeling emotionally like things are, not you, you don't fully see it. Like, when you're holding your vision on something, you're trying to stay positive. Don't give up. And even if you feel like, like something is going to affect your family, just know that the angels will keep your family safe, and not emotions can sometimes run high and things can sometimes get out of hand, right? Especially around this time. And that's what a lot of people are afraid of, speaking out, because they don't want to trigger anybody's emotions, right? If you feel like you're going to trigger somebody's emotions because you're speaking your truth, know that you're safe speaking your truth, okay? And that the angels will keep your emotions calm, and that you don't act out, Work through your fears. So if that's your fear that, like every time you get emotional, bad things happen, ask the angels to protect you in that time. And then have the courage to speak up for what you believe in. How can you be more real with yourself? Your dreams need to be more practical. If you have any ideas on how I can do whatever I'm doing here more practical, I think I'm one of the most practical readers you have out there, Balance the spirituality and practicality. Adjustments are required. So being, when somewhere, know why you're going there. Like if you go hang out with free friends, then they need to make that clear that it's only for fun, And if it's only for fun, I ain't gonna bother you. What I mean? If you put a title saying we just want to have fun, I'm not gonna bother you. You don't want to be bothered with anything, that is hard. So, balance that, spirituality, practicality, for those people that are spiritually healed, follow my other channel. You're strong enough to follow my other channel, my regular channel, kasslove 420. But if you need healing, you might want to stick around this channel, And if you want to know about me, stick around both, because you can learn from this channel about me. You can learn from the other channel about me. So this is the both sides of me. This side of me is the more spiritual side, where I focus more on my emotions and my spirit. And the other side, I focus more on my, everyday life, my thoughts and my actions. I talk about what I'm going to do on the other channel, right? I do things. I teach you guys how to do things, how to make things, amazing things you didn't know how to make. Like, I didn't even know some of the stuff that I'm learning how to make, like your own cream cheese. Like, make your own cream cheese. You never have to buy cream cheese again, because cream cheese is so good, So if you want to learn how to make cream cheese, go check out my channel. Like I made video yesterday on how to make cream cheese. Anything else for the collective from the Moonology deck? Conclusions are within reach. So whatever you want to happen, it can happen. You are reaching you're reaching your throne. You're reaching your this full moon eclipse is going to help you counterpult you over to it. You know what I mean? So this is about the eclipse energy. And it says that conclusions, what you want is possible for you now. So you want is possible for you now. How can you make that happen? Ooh, that's a lot of cards. I'm not taking them all. Okay. All right. They mean that somebody's coming over. When there's cards coming down like that, I mean somebody's coming over. I heard that. Oh, and one even fell on my lap. The one that fell on my lap is Libra energy. So win-win outcome is forecasted. So conclusions are within reach. What you want is about to happen. Yeah, right? Something might even just fall into your lap, and everything will balance out. So be bold and make the first move. Cardinal planet, so you could be one of the cardinal signs. So be bold and make the first move in something here. Don't let your past hold you back. If something in the past hindered you, don't let that hold you back. And I will speak about the past. Like I've talked about a little bit, but why I don't trust a lot of like spiritual light workers is because in the past I've been manipulated and used and abused by spiritual light workers. By spiritual dark workers. Okay, that's what I was meaning. You know what I mean? And meditate and contemplate. Pisces energy. Meditate on your dreams and contemplate on how to make it happen. The end of a tough cycle approaches. 10 in chat, 10 in likes, 10 in chat. End of a tough cycle is approaching. I'm a very practical person. I speak practical into being. I read in a way that people can understand their regular energy, like regular life. A lot of readers, they don't go like that low. You know what I mean? They don't go that low. So I'm here to basically teach the people that are still awakening, right? And when you're still awakening, you can't fully see everything yet. And what I'm trying to say is that, readings, people will say the words that it is, right? And then they'll let you figure out the rest of it. I use my intuition, and whatever comes to me about that, I talk about it in like a realistic way. And this is why it can help people realistically. Okay, stop licking, baby. Stop licking your feet. I know you probably got to go do the thingy. Go do your thingy. So the end of a tough cycle approaching. What is next? The eclipse, powerful changes. Okay, so look. So things that were hard, they're ending now for you. Okay, so this eclipse has eclipsed some of the negative things out of your life. So negative thoughts, feelings, emotions, all that's being eclipsed out for the collective. And adjustments are still required. So you're not out of it fully, but you're getting there. And it's time to give rather than to take what you've learned. So I'm going to be talking to you guys a lot about what I've learned, what I've experienced, the lessons I had to learn, the hard times, the hard things that I went through, learning the spirituality, bringing spirituality onto YouTube. It was like not easy, and it's not for everyone, right? You have to be very spiritually strong, and you have to be very spiritually believe that you have protection by the Most High. You have to, if you're going to do this work, it's not easy, okay? People can throw your energy off just because they're mad at you for a second, right? They can send you some negative energy if they're in the lower vibration and they don't think about what they're doing. They're thinking negative about you and envy and all this shit they send towards you when they get mad at you, right? So if you can get through that and push through those energies, that's what you need to do, is protect yourself against those energies that people are projecting. So don't allow people to project. Know your energy, and when you know your energy, you know when people are projecting, and you can call people out for it. So when people are projecting their energy, you can call people out for it. Period. All right. So giving all the information that you've learned will help people, and work through your fears of it. So don't be scared, because the Creator, the Most High, got you. You know what I mean? My life has changed so much. It's not perfect. It's not, and I expect it to be. If it was, then I would be like, okay, it's too good to be true, right? So everything that I have learned from what I do has gotten me farther, has helped me to control my emotions towards people when people are projecting. It has helped me to stay calmer and not just pop off on people right away like I did last night. But, that was already a long time filling up, you know what I mean? And when the 7 of Swords and 10 of Swords keeps coming back to you, you have to stand up for yourself. You can't let people think that you're dumb and you don't know what they're doing. And the people that sit there and just, make excuses or whatever and defend themselves or whatever, their energy, those people don't get it. So don't get mad at them. Just leave them alone. And that's what I'm doing. I'm not going to get mad at people. I'm not going to hold grudges again. I don't hold grudges, because if I hold grudges, it'll hold me down. It'll hold me back. So I'm not going to do that. I'm releasing those people that have it out for me, and pretend, they get into every situation that I try to get into. They try to put their nose in, and they become that number one person for that person, whoever I, connect with. And if once you realize the people that are doing that to you, and you reject those people that don't have good intentions for you, but they get in your nuke somehow, and then they become your best friend. So people that want to stop you from your higher self, they will try to come become your best friend if they see you connected with someone. So just be aware of that. Poor girl. Universe will make it happen for Shelby. Universe will help you, Shelby. God will help you, honey. God knows that you're going to heal. Take a breather. When your emotions are high, take a time out. Give yourself a time out, and just humble the Creator, humble God. Step into your power, and then step into your power, your Aries energy, your healing energy. If you have Chiron and Aries like I do, then you're a healer for sure. If you do your chart and you figure out where your placements are, this is going to help you. For those people that are still learning to awaken and understand their energy and how everything works and where they could be beneficial, find out where you have Chiron. If you want to be a healer, find out where you have Chiron, what planet you have Chiron in. I have it in Aries, which is about thyself. So, some of you could have Chiron in the money, subject. Or you can have Chiron healing all types of things, right? So healing is a lot of different things. Healing like the self-limiting beliefs energy, I have the healing of your self-worth. That's the energy I have to help you heal, to learn to heal yourself so that you can see that what you're worth, that you're worth more than you feel most of the time that you're worth. Because you know what? Good people don't feel good about themselves all the time. They feel like, because of the people, because of so much negative energy affecting the people that are doing positive, right? Negative energy wants to shut down the positive energy. And if you're awake and aware, you can see that. And if you sleep, you can't see that. Then there'll just be constant fights about people that have already elevated. And if you have any question about elevation, ask me. Because I'll tell you. So for some of you, you need to just unleash your inner kindness, Capricorn energy. You are the material needs energy. You're the material energy. You just need to release your inner kindness, or find out where you have that Capricorn. Capricorn energy is about utilizing. Let me see. Capricorn energy is about Saturn, which is about responsibility and discipline. So self-discipline, and your responsibility, and even as a collective, like if you have that in the chart, and wherever you have Capricorn in your chart. I have Capricorn in my chart of expanding. What is it? Let me see where I have Capricorn in my chart. Let me tell you where I have Capricorn in my chart. So Capricorn energy is about responsibility and also about discipline. So so my Capricorn energy is in my Jupiter ascending lunar north node. Ascending. So my ascending is my children, okay? So ascendants are our children, okay? So like I have to, my energy is to help my children. My energy, my Capricorn energy is my responsibility, and my discipline is in the area of Jupiter energy and the ascendants. So I need to help my children to have prosperity in Jupiter energy, which is about expansion and prosperity. So that's what I've always felt too, that I need to help my children to become, financially stable and all that. And that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. You know, I'm building my channels for my children one day. You know what I mean? So Maria Amethyst. If you want to donate 1111 and become a member, you can ask like a super chat. It's kind of like a super chat, but I don't have super chat yet. So it's 1111. You can become a member for the month, and I will answer your question today. All right. We are trying to raise money to get my dog to the vet. She's very sick. So I'm trying to raise money right now. So I can give you a lot of advice here as a general, but personal or private readings, you have to donate. And everything is in the top there. My PayPal. If you want to order a reading, you can get $11 1111 reading. You can get a 22 reading. It's 2222. It's $22 for 22 minutes, and then you can get $44 for 44 minutes. So that's what you can get, a private reading, and you can email me with your question and PayPal me the amount that you want, the reading you want, and then I will do it for you. Okay. So much love to you. Okay. Thanks for being here. But yeah, this is a collective reading that I'm doing. All right. So I'm doing a reading for the collective healers and light workers and people that have that healing energy within them. All right. Anything else from the moon that could help us to with our responsibilities right now, Saturn energy, and anything that can help us with Jupiter energy right now, being prosperous and expanding? Time to give rather than to take. The energy that I'm doing here is what I've learned. So give a lot of information that you've learned, everything you've learned about things. If you've done your soul searching, you've done your hermit energy. It is time to release negative energy, full moon in Scorpio. So if you've learned, what negative energy does to you in your life and your people you love, then, release that energy and learn from it, right? Release that energy and learn from it. And then the new start can come, right? That's when the new start can come. We just had the eclipse. So the end of a top cycle approaches, Capricorn energy, right? So this is also about like responsibility. What's your responsibility? Taking ownership for that. And then everything will work out. So the end of a top cycle approaches, and there was powerful eclipse energy that happened here that's going to help you for your dreams come true, and also meditate to have a balance, meditation and contemplating. This is like going into hermit mode, just kind of going inwards with your, doing some soul searching for some of you. And don't let your past hold you back, because that's a lesson. All right. So our south node is our lessons, and our north node is where we're going. Okay, that's our ascendant, where we're going. Okay, and also our ascendants are our children. Our descendant ascendants are our children, and descendants are our ancestors. So I literally learned I already knew this, but it was like said in a thing yesterday. So a thing was about learning about proper English. So like, so we have, it went through the thing like, brother, sister, siblings. mother, father, parents, grandmother, grandfather, grandparents, um, people that passed away, ancestors, people that are going forth in our future, uh, descendants. No, ascendant. Sorry, ascendants. Sorry. A lot of people don't know that. Oh, that's a card that shouldn't be in there. All right, let's stop pulling this and let's pull one more message off this Moonology deck, and then and I will see if maybe I'll do some Angels of Abundance cards. Let's see. Again, step up and lead, Capricorn, new moon in Capricorn energy. So step up and lead in your responsibility and discipline, all right? So live by example, basically. Show others how to do it and then go wild, all right? Show people your creative side, how creative you are, and lighten up and don't be so serious, all right? Leo energy again. So go wild, step up and lead and be real with the community. Be real as well and take less and feel more. Pisces energy. And embrace the flow of life. All right. Good morning, Truth Warrior. A white spot appears front of the tower, right? It looked like an angelic orb. Oh, thanks. Oh, this right here? I don't know. I think that's sometimes the lighting is there. Well, maybe it's like right here by my boob. Right here. Yeah, I see that too. I don't know. It must be somehow the lighting or something. I don't know. Yeah, I unmodded everybody on here except for Will. Sorry. I just had to do that for a while because, last night, universe was playing a trick on me, obviously, because it was April Fool's, but I felt very unsupported last night. I made it, I had it up for hours, that live stream that I was doing a fundraiser, and everybody that I confronted about it said, oh, they didn't even get my notification, or they didn't know I was doing that, and I didn't even have my moderators show up. So I just like, okay, well, you know what? What's the point of moderators if they're not helping me get the people in here to help Shelby? So I got a little bit in my feelings last night, and I modded everybody except for Will. And Will is the only one that basically, explains to me, tells me that he's not going to be around or whatever, right? Like Will's the only one that has actually like communicated with me that they're not going to be around for it. And, people say, oh, like you could have come into my channel and said what you were doing. No, that's called self-promotion, and people always attack you for that. So if you're my tribe, I shouldn't have to do that. Shouldn't have to go find you. It's okay. Yeah, and I had no hard feelings for everybody. And I didn't even see you anywhere last night, Truth Warrior. So I'm sure you're going through your own stuff too. So I'm just releasing whoever can't be here, or moderators are supposed to like basically be your like, lets people know, like, but I'm dealing with a lot and I'm all alone. Okay. So I'm all alone with this dog here, and I love her to death. And It hurts me to see her like that and feeling powerless. So people want me to care about, like, people want me to go into their channel when they're just having fun. No, I'm not going to do that. It's called loyalty. The same people that want me to be open emotionally are the same people that just want me to be open emotionally so that they can make me feel low. And I know showing my emotions does not mean that I'm low. Somebody even left a comment saying, "Oh, I understand you're going through something, but you know, um, saying it or whatever on your channel is not making you look good." Whatever. Delete. Delete. You know, nothing nice to say. Don't say nothing nothing at all in my comments, because it ain't gonna be there. And I'm not gonna give that person a shout out either. They know who they are. Same person that I've already given free messages, free readings to on my channel. Jessica Lean. Keep your fucking opinion to yourself unless you money talks, bullshit walks, okay? You want to talk shit? You want me to leave the comments up when you talk shit? At least donate for your negative comment. Especially those those unappreciated people. Of course they're going to say something rude to you if you're not in the most good mood, and if you're not in a happy mood, they're gonna be like, "Oh, she hurt my feelings because she's not being all like, she's not treating me with kid gloves." We're all adults here, okay? We're all adults here, not dealing with no friggin' adult children. And yeah, I don't. And someone said something about weed. I don't even like to smoke it too much. Okay, I like to be. I don't like to calm down and keep shit to myself. And the only thing that weed does is like shut me up. So I'm not even smoking it because I'm speaking my truth. And then people can't handle my raw me. They want me to be like. They want me to be like all calm and cool and meditative all the time. I'm sorry, but I can't. Especially when I have healing in my Chiron planet. When we are in Aries energy, I'm not gonna slow down for nobody. I warn people here that I might be moody for the rest of 3.5 months. I have been warned. They have been warned. Hey, you know what? We need to purge too. And when you're purging, you just let people. It's like venting. The regular people would understand it as venting, but us higher, spiritual people, we understand that some shit needs to come out. And if people's feelings are hurt, maybe they'll do some introspection, right? So don't worry about it. Like, as long as you allow yourself to be guided by the angels to not let yourself lose your shit on people, and still be able to speak your truth, then do it, girl. Do it. Don't let people shut you up or silence you. That's what's called when people try to silence your throat chakra. And when you want to say something and you just can't, and you just feel like you can't speak, that's someone messing with your throat chakra, okay? Just so y'all know. And when you can't see and somebody trying to put the wool over your eyes, that's like they're trying to like not like allow you to see your third eye, what you already see, what you already know, you know? Yeah, and some people just get it, they get it, they're awake, but they're playing you, you know? That's the satanic witchcraft people that are doing it secretly. Okay, so that's a very secret thing. The negative, the dark side of paganism, witchcraft, or whatever, it is out there, but they keep things secret, okay? So even the people that pretend to have my back, they also have those type of people in their energy, okay? So that's why I don't trust those monkeys, because I know who's behind those monkeys controlling their energy, okay? So yeah, nobody's gonna pull the wool over my eyes, okay? You know, they've things have already been shown to me. People slip, people like that, they slip. They slip. But I know. And I already had the feeling before that, before they slipped. I already had a feeling about, and they were so talking against what I do. And they would even leave a panel when I come on there, some of those people. Or they wouldn't go on a panel if I was there. Because they're doing the behind the scenes dark magic. Trying. Not an idiot. And if you want to be mad at me for calling you out, that is like that's the narcissistic getting mad that you know the truth. You know the best way to make a narcissistic leave you is call them out on their bullshit. Because they know that you are awake and they can't mess with you. Calling them out on their narcissistic energy. That is strength. For those same witches that thought that what I'm doing is evil, because I still do tarot, and so they just put they put me in the whole category in one, and just in the tarot, and that's where they went wrong, right there, because those people are doing things too that are called mysticism shit, and manifesting, and water manifesting, and water cleansing. All of that stuff it's all part of everything. You're no better. You're no better because you just do the certain things. You're no better than me. And that's true. I agree. Says Will. And Truth Warrior. Being an empath empowers you to see the truth. Yeah, behind the lies. Exactly. And it just makes me angry. It makes my human person angry when people still try to manipulate me by saying that I'm confused. They're trying to confuse you. That's why they're trying to bring that confusing energy by bringing it to the surface, by saying that, if we all know that if you tell somebody something for enough time, they're going to start believing it. If you tell people you're stupid, you're retarded, you're this, you're that, you tell people that enough, they're going to start believing that. Okay? And the same goes true for when you start building people up. So I've been that person that has built people up just for them to go somewhere else after I built them up. And that's called manipulation. If you're just coming to me to fill your love tank or your ego tank, I shouldn't even call it a love tank, because those people don't have love. They just have ego and obsession, possession, control. The same if you're a person that invites me to your church and you only invite me to certain things, not the things I want to go to, but the certain things. That's you controlling things. And I won't go. And that's to somebody out there, just one person in particular. I ain't gonna, say it, but yeah. If you want me to do something and you try to control it to go your way, that's not God's way. And so I would never trust it. Because I am guided by the Most High, so I trust my own advice over someone else's that tries to control me. People try to control you in many different ways. They try to control you by trying to keep making you feel like that what you're doing is not the right thing. And then when they see you doing good, then they get upset. And then they'll start some shit. But everything is helping me. Just to know that. Everything that people do for me, against me, to me, it is for me. It is to elevate me. It's to help me understand that energy so I don't fall for it anymore. And I've been here 8 years not falling for it. So if after 8 years of me practicing almost every day, you still want to try to manipulate my energy, nice try. I know where you came from. You can go back to it. Because I know I left people better than I left people better than I found them. I know that. I've seen that. And that makes me feel like I can keep going. Is that those people have become somewhat better. So I affected them in some way. And I like to leave people better than where I left them. I mean, the way than when I found them. And if I can't help them any farther, then I move on to next thing. After I release what I can't do, I release to the Most High what I can't do. I'm not God, and I never try to be. I'm just here as a human. I'm a spiritual being having a human experience, and I am healing my human and helping others heal their human. And so that you can connect to your true self, which is your, soul purpose. And, it's different for different people. Helping people, there's different areas where we help. Sometimes we are in the right area to help people. Sometimes we're in the wrong area to help people, We can only help people with what we've already overcome. Anything that we have not yet overcome, we can't help people with. So if you've overcome certain things, then you can speak about it and help people. But yeah. Anyways. Yeah, I think that's about it for now. And I'm going to go and finish up the rest of my dishes. I was just saying earlier, when I do dishes, it's like it's kind of like where I just go and do it. I don't think about it. Like I don't think about I'm going to go do dishes. Like I don't, I just go and do it. So that's one of the things that I will be finishing today. I started them yesterday. And like I become a robot when I do my dishes. I just when I can't do anything meaningful or it's just like, okay, time to go do dishes. Or time to go and organize something. That's what I do normally. Like I can't stay stagnant and to change my negative energy that I'm feeling, thinking, to change it, I just clean up and I just rearrange and then I see things looking nice and then it changes how I feel. So that's how I do it. And yeah, I don't count on people like building up my ego or anything like that. I don't count on that. Because like if I counted on that, I'd be in my ego all the time. And I'd be in my like low vibrational, like, arguing and fighting and, bitching about people not, I'd be doing it all the time. So no, I just like to allow people to know what I'm feeling and then go from there. And I don't have no ill feelings towards nobody. If you're my friend and I say fuck you, that just means I'm mad at you right now and you're being an asshole. So if that hurts your feelings that bad, that's not even the worst. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you can't handle me saying F you to you, if you piss me off, then you're just a client, not a then you're just a client, not a friend. So where do you fit in my area, in my life? Are you a client that I'm helping? Then I won't say F you or anything if you piss me off. I'll just, leave you alone. If I can't help you. But if you're my friend, or if you consider yourself my friend, then accept that too when I tell you to F off. Like, that's what my friends, I can talk about my real feelings. Like, down to earth feelings. And sometimes down to earth feelings, I feel telling people to F off, right? People, even if I love you, I still gonna tell you to F off. You piss me off. And act stupid. Anyways, I don't know. Am I the asshole? Like if you're my friend, you can handle it sometimes. Like, if you piss me off, like sometimes all it takes for some people is me unmodding them and then they think I'm mad at them forever. No, I just gotta figure out where the mole is in the hole, or where the mole hole is. You just gotta find the mole hole. Sometimes you gotta clear your space all the way. And then sleep on it and find out how you feel the next day. Yeah. Anyways, for a whole year, I've been supporting other people, as friends, and being there, giving, whatever comes to me, my mind, like intuition, mind. Like I've helped people, and I just can't, because you know what? I'm not up that high yet, and I'm not financially stable yet, so I can't help certain people that can't support their higher self. Like I can't help you support your higher self if you don't even do it for yourself. Okay, if you don't think that your higher self is worth anything, that's what I'm saying. If people think that their higher self is not worth anything, then I can't help them with that, because then they don't think it's worth like, $10 to get a reading, to get some good advice. That's like you don't care about your higher self, so why should I? You got to care for your higher self before I do. Got mole hunting. Yeah, and if I did call out everything that happened about when I first started my tarot channel, if I called out everything like that, I would have those satanic, negative people come back into my life again onto my channel, and I don't want that. Okay, I'm not trying to call in negative, powerful energies. All right, I'm trying to call in the powerful, good energies. But yeah. I agree. It seems like the other people are not doing good. They take it out on others. Yeah. And the people that are just there to take, those are narcissistics. Like, if it's free, they're there, Even if they don't want a reading, they're still there putting their energy in there, Even if they don't want a reading, if they never want a reading, they just want to stalk me. There's no but the people that don't ever want a reading, They don't have no business listening to other people's readings. They don't have no business being here because they're not here for themselves and to elevate themselves. And if people are just here to spy on others, that ain't gonna freaking go well for them. Anyways, like I said, I'm gonna get out of here now and might do some mini readings, mini messages on my. Maybe I'll just get an idea, and then but just doing random messages on my tablet, and they'll be short messages. And like people say, oh, like I didn't let them know I was live. I set that live stream up hours ago, like before yesterday, and then nobody came. The people that normally even come into my chat, and none of them came. So it's like somebody put out negative energy for it to not work out. So somebody put out to the universe to go against it. And I know that's for sure. I know that happened yesterday. And until I find out who the people are that are against me like that, I can't trust anybody. Other than the people that are here, not because, like Truth Warrior came in. She has nothing to hide. She has nothing to feel guilty about. She come on here. You know what I mean? That shows me that shows me who has got guilt feelings and who doesn't. And who's offended. And if you're offended, and if people are offended by what I said yesterday, then they're probably part of it. And people that don't have nothing to do with anything, they would come here, like Truth Warrior did, like Will did, because they didn't do anything to me or against me. They didn't put negative energy towards me, not to come. I just have my own style that I am dealing with. Yeah, it's what we surround ourselves with, right? And I can't surround myself with people that I feel like they just like look at me like, they got to watch what they're saying, or they got to like, talk on Discord about things, and things like that. Exactly. So like I said, I know who's not nothing to do with it. People that are not afraid. And I don't send no negative energy to people that, I said today that I'm doing the reading for the people that have good intentions, that want to manifest good things. That's who I'm doing the reading for today. Those collective, not the dark, whatever. Not that. That's not my collective. My collective is that believes that that Jesus is our Christ consciousness, and that God gave him the power to allow us to show us how to have our Christ consciousness through him, Yahuwah, Jesus, or Yahuwah, whatever you know him by, the one that died on the cross for us. That's who I do things through, and that's why the people that are part of the other group, because he is the only way. He is the only way. And I hear people saying, oh, like, they don't know how to connect with their spirit. Well, if you're trying to do it through other entities than the Most High, Jesus, Yahuwah, then that's why you're not connecting with your higher self, because you can't be trusted with that knowledge of your higher self. And if you don't go through Christ, who gave us that spirit, then you can't have that knowledge. Because wisdom is only good in only powerful in a good way in good hearts. So that's why the Most High keeps people dumb, because they would do a lot of damage with that information. And if you haven't elevated to do the best thing for yourself and everybody around you, and have the best intentions for everybody around you and everybody involved in any situation, then you're not doing it through Christ, and then he doesn't give you the answers. So that's what I believe. And it's not that I believe it, I know it. And so I know that. And it says it over and over in the Bible. Like, I'm not a Bible thumper or anything, but I do know a lot of things about the Bible. And the way that people are supposed to understand the Most High is like a child can understand it. So, like, if you don't make things complicated, then they're not going to be complicated. And it's going to be easy to connect with the Most High when you truly believe that you're not powerful without him in a positive way. And if you're powerful, that's your ego. Your ego in your mind. Our mind is very powerful, but if we use our good side of our mind and connect to our spirit by doing good, by being a good person, by showing people a good way to live, then we're being guided by the right person. Tomorrow is the 14th anniversary of the passing of my only child. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Truth Warrior. 14, eh? Hundreds of times over for me during the year. I've been going to counseling. That didn't help, so I dealing with it on my own. Hey girl, I got you. All right? I've got you. And you got me those beautiful cards too, so if you need like a message, on something that you're feeling today, pick a deck and I'll pull you a message, I am here to help people. And the people that give back, why wouldn't I want to help you? That's why I've been hiding. Well, therapy didn't work for me either. Hey, do you want to just go and do a podcast, like just talk? Want me to start just start a live and on StreamYard, and we can just talk about things? I took off work the next couple of days. I watch those videos that, help us to elevate spiritually too. There's a lot of, from TikTok and stuff, there's a lot of people that make little videos about certain things and connecting with your higher self and whatever. And I watch the people that react to those videos or whatever, that play them and react them. I watch a few, my collective people online that I'm learning a lot from. And something, that you said about, like you just reminded me, because you talked about your child that passed away 14 years ago. I'm so sorry to hear that, I didn't know that about you. And, I'm sending you a lot of healing and loving energy, and hopefully you feel your child's love with you at this time. And you nurture yourself, and know that your child is helping you nurture you. And know that they're okay and they're good in heaven. They're, wherever they are, whatever it's heaven, the Most High, wherever they are, they're protected. They're safe. They're safe there. And the thing is that I had a doctor, and the thing that reminded me right now is because of what I watched last night. There was something in in the past lifetimes or whatever, something about, something negative that was going on, and there was a certain person that made that happen. It was a negative thing, and I can't remember what it was talking about, but I might find it and then I'll play it on my StreamYard or whatever. I'll show that one message. But the thing is that I connected with it, or it triggered me. It triggered my emotions and my PTSD is because of my baby dying. The doctor that I had, who had the same name as that thing or entity or demonic spirit or whatever that thing was that they were talking about, that made something negative happen, and the meaning of that name and whatever, right? And the doctor's name was Yakub, and that was the name that they were talking about, and what it actually means, the name, what it meant. And it was meant getting rid of something, right? Getting rid of, and that triggered me because of my baby dying, and the doctors were a big fault at it because I trusted them. So just because you have a doctor's license, a medical license, just because you got a psychiatrist's license, that doesn't make you a trustworthy person. None of those things makes a person a trustworthy person. I used to think so, but I know it doesn't now. So, and that's all I want to say about that, because I don't really I can't really talk more about it, but yeah. I've known lawyers that were lawyers are just the devil's advocate, right? So I've known lawyers that played to both sides. When I was going through custody and support from my ex-husband, and he ended up, getting away with not paying support and also getting the house, and I was left with nothing, and just the kids, right? Just the responsibilities I was left with. And yeah, my ex-husband is a Capricorn. So yeah, that's my little bit when I met him, I thought he was a safe person, but then I realized he was the most dangerous person ever. Because, Capricorns, they do have more demons they have to fight, okay? I'm just saying. It's not, I didn't put you in that I didn't put you in the category that you're in. But Capricorns have to fight more the devil. And the reason I may have felt like I needed to fight the devil more is because I started my life out with a Capricorn, and it was a very toxic start of my life. And the only good that come out of it is my children. And so I hang on to only good thing that came out of that, right? Situation. And it was very toxic, and it was a very Jezebel spirit that was with him. He had the demonic Jezebel spirit with him a lot. He made me go through things that is not okay for a bride or a wife to go through. So I have a very toxic view of men. I've only met a few men that I don't think are in their ego. Most men work more with their ego than their spirit. So I can't deal with men that were only in their ego. And, my dad was a weak man. Not spiritually. He was very powerful spiritually, but physically he was weak, and which made his mind weak. And spiritually he was very strong. He would even discuss the Bible with the Jehovah Witnesses. He would invite them in and instead of telling them off, my dad would invite them in and get his Bible out. And then they compared Bibles. Yeah. My dad was a Taurus, so Yeah, which is about religion. You know, the Taurus energy is the Hierophant, which is about religion and about learning. And so, yeah, my dad was always trying to teach people that, you know, he felt were going down the wrong path, and that came and bother him. Like, he didn't bother anybody else, like, you know, like about that. But if people come to him and, you know, then he would get his Bible out. And, you know, I was like my dad's sidekick. So that's kind of like, he kind of trained me a little bit. You know, like when I think of that song, like by Dolly Parton, Daddy was a long time preacher man. He preached the word of God so plain a child could understand. That song is always makes me think of my dad. And he did like Dolly Parton, but we used to joke around and say that he only liked her because she had big boobs, and Mom liked her because she because of her songs or whatever. We used to say that, but I'm sure Dad liked her because of her songs. My dad was Cancer. My mom crazy Aquarius. I get along with Aquariuses, you know, they're blunt, they're honest, you know what I mean? They're straightforward. I really work well with Aquariuses. Like, I work well with Aquariuses for real. Um, but I met a high vibrational Gemini. I did. I met a high vibrational Gemini, um, and I could work with him, but he is in a different category than I am. But maybe since, you know, YouTube is sending me the same category that he works in, maybe I should tell him about that. And maybe he has a place for me to help people that he's helping. Um, he helps people now with, you know, he's helping the homeless men and stuff like that, and the drug community and stuff like that. He helping them uh, now. So maybe I can get a place in there and help some people. Because that's what YouTube is sending me a lot of times. YouTube is sending me people that are like, you know, at the lowest, you know, they hit rock bottom. What are you doing? Crazy. You're crazy. You're just crazy. You're just crazy. That's true. Yeah, maybe this is the career transition. See, this is what it said, right? Career transition. Clear your energy, right? So we've been talking about energy here, what we've been feeling, what we've been experiencing. So that's what we've been talking about here is like the energy that we've been feeling and experiencing and also being projected towards us. And those are the people that are going through their, you know, dark night of the soul, and they're going through their, you know, lower energy right now. And, you know, I'm not mad at those people. I'm just letting them know you're not in your best self, you know. Like when you come to my spiritual channel, I want people to be thinking about their best self and healing their best self and not just thinking about their low vibrational self, you know. If they come on my other channel, whatever, we just be down to earth, right? Like, you know, normal shit. You know, that's different. That's the behind the scenes, you know. The, you know, go what's right, right? I don't like people that want to fight. Like, you know, there's a lot of energy online right now that is very toxic, okay? And when those toxic people are on panel, I do not want to be on anywhere near those panels. There's some people that are going through their super dark nights out of the soul, and they just want to, you know, project other people and yell at people and tell people off, and you know, and that's normal for those people. But when someone like me does it, that's not normal. Oh, why are you being mean to us, right? But no, like I can't handle it from all those people either. That's why I didn't come in the chat and let y'all know where I was and what I was doing. I figured the right people would come. I didn't want to go announce it to the negative people that are over there being mean. Like, you know, for real. Like expecting me to come into the chat when people are just picking on people. No, that's like walking into a disaster. And becoming a change you want to, yeah, I always say be the change you want to see, right? So yeah, be the change they want to see. Yeah, be the change they want to see. And that's what they want me to always be in my positive energy, then don't bring me negative energy. It's your fault. It's your fault. I don't have any negative energy around me. I'm here by myself. So anything that's being projected towards me, it's going to come out and it's going to come back to them. Because I'm going to talk about. I'm not going to like keep it to myself. So yeah, you want to see change, people change, and not fight with people, not just go on panels just to like, pick on people or attack people. Then don't allow those people to even do that. That's disrespectful to allow them back up when people, when I heard somebody yesterday say on that panel, why don't you go and off yourself? And then that person got timed out, but then they got to come back. What? That person didn't learn nothing. They just like, oh, well, it's like a little slap in the wrist. Okay, you can come back. Seriously? Anyways, sorry. Let me read what you're saying. Hey, Will's still here eating. Oh, I was going to make some more cream cheese. Yeah, they're not dealing with it, and so they're just projecting it. And then they're just creating more karma. You're right. They're creating more karma, Truth Warrior. That's what happens. A female friend at work gave me a plant for this time. It made me cry, knowing someone was thinking kindly. Oh, that is so sweet, I want to give people plants that, come and get a personal reading from me in my house. I can just give them a plant, maybe not a big one, but a smaller one. I've given away a lot of plants. And I've sold a couple, but I've given away a lot of plants, And for the people that, that don't want to get readings or don't need a reading, if you want to help Shelby out, like for those people that are around me in my town or whatever, they can also get a plant. No, it's not legal to say that. But then and you're allowing those type of people back on your panel to pick on those people some more. Why would I want to surround myself around that? So people can come and attack me because I'm the light. And they will definitely attack me. My mom was jealous of me. She had anger and hatred for me. I'm so sorry, hon. And I have felt like that too. And I think it was, and the thing I can say about that, Truth Warrior, is that before I was 40, I was still very angry with my mom at times, you know what I mean? But then after I turned 40, I had a real talk with my mom. And I finally got to have that real talk with my mom, like real soul conversation with her. About her past, about like, my grandmother that I didn't meet. Stuff like that, things that I questioned. And what I think is that, the reason that our mothers may be acting that way towards us because they're unhealed and that was done to them. Okay, so I remember growing up and my grandparents on my mom's side, they were well off. Okay, they had money, they're well off. We always had to pick apples for free apples. But they weren't free. We did the work for it. But we never had to buy apples, and we needed water. We can go to their well and stuff like that. But when it was to my parents creating a business together and they wanted family, the family supporting them, no, that didn't happen. The family looking down on them, yes, it happened. My parents got looked down on. They got they got treated like they were less than by their families. And so I forgive my mom because she was treated like that, and she didn't know how to stand up for herself. And I understand that's why they, what happened to us. Sometimes if we don't heal, we can project that to the next person, and then we can embody that and act that way towards the next person. And you know and your mom probably loves you the most, and because you remind her of her. And the people that remind this person that has gone through it the most of themselves will probably get that projection a lot, if the person is unhealed. Because we will project what was done to us by the people that we cared about so much, and we're going to do it to the same people that we care about so much, unless we realize it and heal from it. And that's the only way we can turn it around. So if you can have a conversation with her, and about maybe how her family treated her, and times were different back then, but we've learned a lot. So we are here to surmount previous karmic lessons, so that our children do not have to go, our descendants do not have to go through it. Do you understand? I don't want my kids to have to go through that, feeling less than, feeling that they don't have support from the universe, they don't have support from their family to flourish and build on their life, and help them, push them up to the, forward. Like, I want my kids to not have to deal with that, feeling like that. So I'm healing that energy. But even though how my mom felt about me, I still show her love. Yeah, it's something deeply rooted in her that is making that happen. You know, yeah. So I need to eat though. I'm getting nauseous. Uh, I didn't got I didn't I did not pass these unhealed feelings to my child. I'm not. I didn't. Not. I did not. No, but I'm not doing it either. I'm not doing it because I'm healing it, and you are too. You are healing it, and you're trying different ways to heal it, and that's what I'm doing. Too much. My mom has passed. We healed our hurts just a month before she passed. We had a talk. Well, that is really good. That is awesome that you had that talk with your mom, and I'm sure that it made her heart feel lighter too. And I had a turkey wrap with lettuce, tomatoes, and guacamole. Oh, you're making me hungry for guacamole. Yeah, my girl is not eating today, and I'm just gonna keep an eye on her, and not be on here too much, because I want to just be down there, like, help, putting my positive energy on her. So I gotta have positive energy. Calling in. I trust the Most High that things will happen, and I'll be able to get her to the vet. I only need $150 to get her to the vet, to find out what is actually wrong, whether we can save her, or if I have to let her go. Like, I hope not. I hope I don't have to let her go, but we won't know. We won't know until we find out if there's anything wrong with her inside of her or something. So she has to get the checkup. They never got to do it when she was fat, and now she's skinny enough to do it. I had to carry her. Like, I took her downstairs Up till yesterday, she still went downstairs once in a day, and I took her down in the morning. And so this morning I tried to take her outside, and she didn't want to go. And I took her downstairs, and she got outside, and then she saw the ice and snow, and she didn't want to be out there, and she didn't want to go out there. And then she just like sat there like this. She didn't even want to go up the stairs. Like, I tried to give her food. Like, that's the only thing that I encouraged her to walk, right? And she's in the amount of pain that she doesn't even want food. Like, she didn't even follow the food. She was trying first, and then she just gave up on walking. And she just gave up on walking. And I pulled her up into the second step, like the first set of steps. And then she wouldn't walk. She just sat there. And I was like, all right, well, she's lost all that weight. Let's see if I can carry her up the other two stairs, or the other two sets of stairs. So I picked her up like this, and I carried her up to the top, and then she walked from there to my apartment. And she hasn't really moved since then. And she was sitting there. It's on top. And Truth Warrior, I appreciate your donation, whatever you can help with. I'm hoping that I can get her to the vet this week. And I don't want to wait till it's too late to find out what's wrong with her. Like, this really has put a wrench in my chipper happy self. And this one here, she's being very loving. She needs the extra love right now too. She had been in heat for months now, for a couple months. And then as soon as I said that she's been good, that she's over it, that's when the universe said, oh, you think that it's over. It's not. But anyways, yeah. I want to be able to just like do a lot of readings, but I can't. My mind is constantly on her, and her not feeling good is making me not feel good. Like, my skin is breaking out really bad, and I'm having a hard time walking just because of my cracked skin between my legs, like between my bikini line and my VG, that little bikini line there. Yeah, it's cracked skin. I have cracked skin, and I have cream, but the cream isn't. I think the cream is not strong enough anymore. It's like healing too slowly. Oh, you just fart? You get out of here. You stink. Woo! My cat just farted. So I had a moment last night, and yeah, the people that have proved themselves to me, that's who I trust. People that showed up today for me. Like, those are people that I trust to work with, is what I'm saying. And I have nothing against people that can't, or that feel like they can't, be here or whatever. I just don't need to be around people's energy either that can't be there for me. That's all I'm saying. Because right now I've got a lot on my plate, and I can't be there for people that need me, for free. All right, you're a managing moderator now, so I hope you're happy for that. I hope you know what you're doing. I don't know what managing moderator does, but I gave it to you. Okay, you're my first managing moderator ever. So Whatever managers do, I don't know. Let me check, girl. Thank you so much. Hopefully I can get into the vet this week. I'm gonna call them today and see once I get the money, when can I get in? All right, we're almost halfway there to getting her examined. Thank you so much. Thank you. Big shout out to you. So yeah, every bit counts, you know. And it's like, you know, I don't even go live when I need something personally. Like I don't go live and you know, I never do that. Like I'll just hang in there until things change, right? For myself, like if it's something like before, like when I needed weed or whatever, like I just kept things to myself and all that. Like, you know, I'm not here for them like money. I'm here to help people, but the money is going to be great, you know. The money is going to be helpful to keep on doing what I'm doing, but I'm not doing this for the money. If I was doing this for the money, I would have given up 4 years ago or 5 years ago. So, but I appreciate the people that when I do need people's help that are there. And that's why I don't like to take anything that I don't need. Hey, it is a start, girl, and it is a lot. It's a lot, you know. I like, you know, almost like halfway there. Almost halfway to, well, you paid at least a third of it. A third of it. Like a third of it. What I need to get her to just to get like a checkup. And then there was 11, and one member. There was 11 member. One member that is 11 member, and that's still in my PayPal too. So there's that $11, and then 11, 13. So, right, 11. So. My brain doesn't work right now. Yes, you do work hard, and I wish I was there sometimes. You know, you're not like I don't know. I feel like it's more spiritual where you are. And you help people that deserve it, that need it. Thank you. I appreciate that. She's you know, Shelby is grateful for everything. She is such a loving dog. She loves everyone. Even people I don't like, she likes them. You know what I mean? She gives everybody love. She's not picky on people. I did give her the CBD oil for the last couple days, and it's helped her stay calm. You know, she's not up and with her head up panting. She's relaxing, but she's still breathing heavy. So there's something going on with her because she's been breathing heavy. You can even hear it on the video last night, like how heavy she was breathing, and she's like probably 8 feet away from the microphone. Anyways, 11:40. I mean 1:44. 11. I'm gonna get out of here now. I'll do a personal reading for you, Truth Warrior. If you want to email me with some things you would like me to tap into, I'll do you a personal one. I wish I could give her some CBD gummies. They help with pain. Oh, I did get a CBD oil, eh? So I got her some CBD oil. for a dog, like, that was for her. I the weed pharmacist, the weed the weed tenders. I asked him what would be the best for her. So they gave me the thing, and I said, well, how much should I give her? And so I started. Maybe I need to give her a little bit more, but I'm giving her. Uh, I'm giving her the CBD oil twice a day. I'm not giving her that much. I'm giving her like literally that much in this little thing. So like 4 milligrams I'm giving her. And she is probably at least maybe 60 pounds, maybe. I don't know how much she weighs, maybe 50, 60 pounds. So I don't know how much she can have. Oh, that's for fur too? Okay. So, but this, it shows me like, so I'm not giving her 4 milligrams. I'm giving her 0.4 milligrams, okay? Because there's a point. See it? See that? And you see it? I don't know if you can see it. Focus. I guess this camera doesn't focus. So I've been giving her 0.4 milligrams. And this is 1 milligram thing. Like this is 1 milligram. And I've been saying I've been giving her 4 milligrams. I have not been giving her 4 milligrams. I've been giving her 0.4 milligrams. Dosages depends on both her weight and the strength of the CBD. Get down. Let me see what it is. 0.25. No, I've been giving her point. No, I was giving her like 0.4. 0.4. So I've been giving her 0.4. That's not a lot, is it? CBD, 15 milligrams. Total 1, so THC 1 gram, and CBD 14.25 gram. THC is 1. So it's only got 1% THC, like 1 gram per 1 gram of THC per 15 grams of CBD. Little less than half. After using cannabis, CBD, drowsiness, and impaired your ability to concentrate and help quick decisions. Oh, my glasses are so messed up. This is CBD. Yeah, you're right. It's called medication. So there, it does contain a little bit of THC, but it's mostly CBD. CBD is higher, which is good. Yeah. I didn't want. I told him I didn't want like no THC type of stuff. I wanted CBD for my dog. So they knew. Yeah, that won't harm her like traditional medication. Like whatever was going on with her is because I gave her those pills before, and then the vet told me again like I could give her Tylenol, but I don't trust it now. I don't, because she didn't do well with other stuff at all. Ooh, I think she's farting now. She probably has to go. You know what I mean? And she's just relaxed. You gotta go poop. You gotta go poop. That's probably maybe why she's not eating, because she's got to go, get rid of some stuff. Who? She thinking. So I'm gonna give her. So like this dropper, whatever. It literally has like it holds very little. I'm gonna give her another one. Yeah, I know she needs that time, and she likes to do it outside, and she can't walk right now. So I want to get her this medication right here. Ugh. I need to get her this medication right now. This is what I got her back on her feet. This is the actual vet medication that got her back on her feet, but the doctor needs to see her, examine her before he can sell this to me. Because I was like, well, can we start with the pain medication before I get there? No, we got to see her now. We got to see her. We haven't seen her in a year. We got to see her before we can give this to you. So that's why I'm a shit out of luck right now. Half a gram or less per dose should be okay. Yeah, so I'm just going to give it to her 3 times a day, and for now, and then I'm just going to give her what I gave her, like that much. What I gave her in the morning and at night, I'm going to give her that right now. And I got up around, it's 7:30 now. I got up around 1 or so. So Hey, baby. Yo, baby. Yeah, you dinky. You farted. Did you want to? Did you want to do a panel? Do you want to go live with me and me start or do you want me to do a reading instead? Like, well, I'm still gonna do the reading, but I mean, might not do the reading today, but you can order it today. You can like go and let me know what you want me to do the reading about if that's what you want to do. We don't have to go on panel today and talk, but if you want to, we can. So yeah, it's ice raining over here right now. We are in Iceland right now. Yeah, I got two of them farting here. It stinks. I got to get away from this area to go walk around a little bit. Yeah, yeah. She's in heat though. She's just like, I'm not worried about her. She's just annoying. She's not sick. She's very healthy, but I heard about the ice storm you're getting. Yep, that's what we're getting. Ice storm. Yeah, there was like a layer of ice like this on my car. And I went uptown and went to the Friends of the Community and got some creamer. Been drinking coffee for 3 days, no cream. I didn't get to buy nothing for myself this month from food or anything. Like literally I get $1,400 for the month. And then my rent is now $1,000. So yeah, we pay just to put a roof over our head. Whether we can afford to buy food, that doesn't matter. The community will feed you, right? That's how I feel. It's ridiculous. And so I don't even know what it's like to go to a grocery store and buy what I want to buy. Like I don't even know what that's like. I spent $100 on food, dog food, cat litter, and I got her bone, and that's it. That was $100 at Walmart. That's what I got. What else did I get? That's it. So I didn't even buy coffee this month. So things have to change around here. I can't live like this. I can't live on like that. Like I either need a roommate or I need to move away from here and move in with someone. Like I can't do this. This is not life. This is just surviving, existing, like just existing and surviving. I want to thrive, not just survive. I want to thrive so that I can help other people thrive. So can't thrive if you pay most of your money to your rent, and it's ridiculous how rent is so expensive. Like doesn't even logically make sense. But I went through that course of getting ahead, it's called getting ahead. And when you go through that course, you understand that the way the system is set up, it the poor are getting poorer and the rich are getting richer. And that's just how it's set up, and that's what's happening. And, financially, I was okay when my boys were living here. But the thing was, we were not physically, emotionally, in any way okay living together like that. There was no room to move. We just existed in this apartment. So that's not right. That's not right. And if people like me could get a mini house, something that's you can move, like if you could like move into a vehicle or whatever and go on the road and flourish and spread good joy and spread healing. If you could do that, if they allowed you to do that, and certain times, that would be so much more freedom. Like for people that feel stuck at their apartment. Like this is the four walls, it's square, and I'm here, I'm stuck. You know what I mean? Like I need to be out there and doing things, and if I can't, I'm stuck because of like situations. Yeah. I don't know. I gotta get unstuck. I don't want to be here in this apartment. I'm not in love with myself. I don't love myself that much that I want to spend every waking moment by myself and with myself. I do love myself, but not that much. And I don't want to be in my own head all the time either. I have an eating. I'm still eating supper. I didn't cook a pot. I didn't, or you did. I didn't cook a pot of roast long enough. Oh, you didn't cook it long enough. It will be good. Oh yeah, for sandwiches. Pot roast is so good. My rent is $1,400 a month. It used to be $800. They raised it $613 a month. Wow. 6 in 13 months. I just budget and work it a lot. As you shift your energy upwards, your higher vibration will help ease things up in your life. Trust and believe and have faith. I do. But now you pay rent what I get, period. Like that's the amount that I get for the living as on disability. That's what I get is $1,400. In a little extra change, whatever. But I'd like to move in with someone and like where I'd only have to pay at maybe $500 rent. You know what I mean? And I buy my own food after that. Like, you know what I mean? If I only had to pay $500 rent or something, then I'd be able to still buy food from the leftover, right? So, yeah. And I'm already downsizing. Like I've already gotten rid of a lot of stuff, and I'm still getting rid of more stuff. Like stuff is not important to me. Wherever I move, I want it to be green like this, but like a smaller place, you won't need as many plants, right? Or I want to sell these plants that if whatever I can't take to the next place, I want to sell it to someone that's going to take good care of the plants and that's going to love them. You want some more water? I'm going to give her some more water. Give you some water. Okay, there you go. All right, I really gotta go pee. I'm gonna let you guys go. If any of you guys want me to go live on a panel, either on this channel or the other one, like depends on what you want. What would you like to talk about or whatever? I can do that. I can do the panel. But if you want to, you can always just leave it in the comments too that you'd like me to go live or whatever, and just like to hang out and talk, whatever. Just like if there's a few people that want me to do that, just leave it in comments, and then I can do that. I agree. Truth wire, yep. Plus my electric bill in February was $300 for 1 month. Oh my God. They want my overtime, my financial gets replaced the next month, and the next bill was $169. Oh wow. So it's up and down, eh? You're in a warm area too, which means air conditioner and stuff too, eh? Have to use that more. You have a blessed evening too, Will, and enjoy your roast. You can go live if you're up to it. I am off work in the next couple days. Okay. No, the finances was about to break. Yeah, I've been here for a few months by myself, and now that my rent's gone up, I'm just like at my breaking point. Like I'm at my breaking point now. And then her getting sick, it's like something's got to give, something's got to change. I can't do this anymore. I can't, nor do I want to like live like this. All right, Truth Wire. I don't know. I just gotta be with myself for a bit, and then I'm thinking of whether I want to. And that's the thing about like I can't always let people know when I'm going to go live on here because I want to bring my best self, and I don't always know if everything's gonna go as planned, you know? So just working out the details right now. So yeah, anyways. And I am a little bit random like that. I sometimes just I get a good idea and then I pop on, right? So I appreciate you. Change will come. Trust and believe. Yes, that's what the cards were reminding us collective today. So I have to also listen to what I'm saying too when I'm saying it. It's fine. You be you. I'm never offended. I know, and I'm never offended on you either. Just that people that manipulate me and then just like sit there and pretend they didn't do anything. And like I thought they were smarter than that. You know what I mean? But they're not. So yeah, they're right on proof. Well, and maybe I need to get into that other deck. Maybe we'll get into the deck. Your deck that you got me. The deck that you got me. Maybe I'll go live later and we'll just get that deck out and you and I will discuss that deck because you got that deck from me. So you might as well benefit more from it than anybody. And I have two other decks that was given to me by my friend Tracy. My friend Tracy Oceanfire77. That's her channel name. But yeah, she's a beautiful person too. You guys actually kind of remind me of each other. Like she's one of my, my OGs that's been very, she's also talked to me on the phone, like, been there emotionally for me when I was losing my shit, you know what I mean? So in the past. So I appreciate those people that have been there for me as well. And they didn't even know that was their calling. I told her once, I said, I want you to be my counselor. I wish that could happen. She's in the States, I'm here, right? So that's not going to work. All right, guys. Thank you for being here, Will and Truth Wire and everybody that watches and stuff. And yeah, so I ain't mad at nobody. I ain't fighting with nobody. And what I said is what I said, and I meant what I said. And it was the truth. And the people that are feeling a certain way about it, they need to check themselves. And so I'm just saying what I need to be saying. I'm just saying what I'm guided to say. All right. God bless everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Bye.